username is. I'm assuming you're Odyssey. Anyway, so I got sent a rough edit for Resident Evil series that I gave to somebody, and they're watching right now. And I was starting to make some changes to it, but since they're available, I might as well just show what kind of changes I made, and kind of give some advice. So, start of the video, this part, I got rid of it because although there's certain instances where like keeping the banter at the beginning before the game starts can be entertaining, I just didn't think that this one was. Let's watch it. It wasn't like entertaining enough. The one of the most important things to do is to like grab people's attention from the beginning. So even if it's like I am more discriminatory with clips near the beginning of the video than something halfway through. At the beginning's the most important part because you want to have the pacing start entertaining. So
how to play. I don't get to start the game without it telling me how to
learn.
Play. Search for typewriters within the stage to save your Oh yeah, I remember. Leaderboards load. All right, new game.
Yeah. I just found like the commentary wasn't that entertaining for the beginning of the video, so right after this part, literally like right here is when I started. I just started with this.
Oh, this looks great on PS4 now.
Yeah,
60 FPS and everything.
Too many.
Because it's a good.
My eyes are downgrading to 30 FPS.
Yeah, and there's a joke from Scoot there. You know, it's a good way to start the video, I think.
Stream, coward.
And then.
Are you pissing?
And then, what happened right here? The reason why there's a cut right here is because the way that you edited this.
30 FPS.
It was right before I was to take on my duties of protecting the president's daughter.
Are you pissing?
The line that he's saying before I make the joke is not important to the video. It really isn't. I mean, throughout no matter what we show, people are going to understand that he's there to save the president's daughter. Like, it's unavoidable in the context of the game. Like, there's going to be clips where we're seen saving her. So it's better just for pacing's sake to make the edit like this.
My eyes can't handle it. My eyes are downgrading to 30 FPS.
Are you pissing?
Straight into the joke.
Show the stream.
Straight into the joke. I know it's halfway into the character's sentence, but my audio is so much higher. My audio is so much higher than the character talking that it doesn't matter if it's halfway into his sentence, because what people are going to pay attention to immediately is my joke, right? So
30 FPS.
Are you pissing?
Show it. Show the stream. Show the stream.
And then that clip goes on for a while, and then we got.
Can I like?
Oh yeah. So this joke was kind of funny because I dicked around here. That's in there. But I also just trimmed up the pacing again. So the way that you ended it.
Can I make it?
No.
Can I like leave the map by doing this?
Not that way, cowboy.
So we already heard him say "not that way, cowboy" a couple times. It's whenever there's a cut in a video, it's important for the cuts to be, you know, ending powerful and starting powerful. In the majority of cases, I would say. So it makes more sense to me to end it on what I said, not on what he said, because that's just, you know, it's quiet. We already heard it twice. There's no the cut can often serve. Holy shit! Thank you.
That's a lot of money.
Hi.
Hi. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, Steel Soup. The cut that you make should be serving as almost kind of like a cue for where the joke was. You know, like the content should be funny enough that the joke should be there either way. But when you cut away from something, that's kind of the indication that what you just showed was like the meat, you know? Like that if you cut it any later, then it would imply that that's necessary what was shown, but it's not. So here's how I cut it.
Slightly more each time. Can I make it?
No.
Cowboy.
Can I like leave the map by doing this? Wouldn't it be nice if we?
So yeah, straight into the next clip instead of hearing him say "not that way, cowboy" again. It's all just pacing, right? So you just want to make sure that the pacing's quick, and if you don't make those kind of cuts, then the pacing is just going to drag on. With this part here,
Wouldn't it be nice if we could all
I appreciate the music added in. That's awesome. However, it's very out of sync with what we're singing. I know we don't have perfect tempo here. So we're going faster than the background instrumental track. In FCPX, if let's say you took the instrumental track, here, why don't I just do this right now? I'll download the original video here. It'll be in lower quality or whatever, but that'll be fine. Actually, no, I can download it in just as high quality.
Feels great.
Thank you. Here. I'll show you how to do it. And not everybody has like a sense for like pitch or tempo or anything music related. And so I'm perfectly comfortable if, let's say there's a good...
Yes.
Hey, look, I gave you more money.
Thank you so much, Double Crispy. Let's say there's an opportunity...
Wow, $100? That's a lot of money.
I'm super drunk right now. Stopping by just to say I love your shit and what you do. Have a great day. Bye.
Thank you so much. I very much appreciate it. Thank you. Enjoy your drunkenness. So I'm just downloading this in 720p, and I'm going to show you how we do that right after. But not everybody has a sense for like music, and I understand that I do. So if, let's say there's ever a point, again, where you try it out, and it's not in perfect pitch, or it's not in perfect tempo, because we're going much faster than the actual backing track. I'll show you how to do it as soon as this is done downloading. But if let's say that you can't figure it out, or it's something you're having issues with, just send me the video without the backing track and then tell me, or like link me to where you found it on YouTube and just say like, hey, you could put in the backing track there. I couldn't figure it out, and I'll do it, no problem. I'll show you how to do it really soon. And then past this part, I haven't really seen anything. So let's...
They had lovely voices.
They did. That Brian Wilson was a talented weirdo.
Rapist. So this is a game.
This one not huge of an issue. But regardless of whether or not we're gonna end the cut on Scoot's laugh or my laugh, regardless, there's too much space after the laugh. So if we're gonna end it on Scoot's laugh, we're gonna want it to go like this.
Rapist. So this is a game where
Right into the next, literally like right into the next joke, the next line, right? If we're gonna end it on my laugh,
rapist. So this is a game where
which is equally as fine if you find my laugh humorous enough to include. Same thing. Just make sure there's not this like extra. How many seconds is this? Might even be half a second, but it makes all the difference. 53:31. It's almost a full second, but it makes a big difference, right? So like you.
So
nothing but walking, right? And then you bring that down by a minute.
So this is a game where
and then the pacing is more entertaining, right?
Yes.
I'll mayo.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And so that's the same kind of like pacing and style that I use for my YMS reviews as well. I don't leave much space because especially if you're doing something like comedically, that's that adds a lot to it. You're just letting things drag on otherwise. So I'm adding this clip in here. We're going to find the instrumental to Wouldn't It Be Nice by the Beach Boys. And I'll show you how to do that thing. Oh, you did speed it up quite a bit. It just still wasn't in time. Let's see.
That's a lot of money.
Thank you.
Thanks for the editing tips.
I appreciate it. I'm just going to see which one's the best one to use from YouTube. Some of them are better quality than others, you can hear. Yeah, I'll just use the first one, just for... Okay. So I'm downloading it from YouTube. Doesn't really matter, I'm just using the audio. So if you're using, like, depending on the audio or the editing software, they're going to do different things when you, like, slow things down. But with FCPX, it's pretty easy just to have the audio there. And when you slow it down or anything, oops. Let me just look for the clip here. When you slow it down or speed it up, it's in the same pitch.
Would have been nice.
Oh, here we go. Here's something.
I think it is.
Okay, it is. Okay. That would have been great.
It was.
All right,
It was a
fine.
grand thought.
Would have been nice. Wouldn't it be nice if...
See, this is an issue. This is something that's very important. Because now I'm realizing that the entire point that we started singing was as a joke when I said would have been nice, right? So the fact that that wasn't communicated in the edit that you sent me is kind of an issue that you should try to keep in mind, because that's the that's the context of the joke, right? So let's see what we could turn this into.
I've never tried this before. Let's just confirm this. It might...
I think it is.
Okay, it is. Maybe teleport me back a bit each time.
I think it is.
Okay, it is. Okay, never mind. I couldn't tell from the other... That would have been great.
It was.
All right,
It was a
fine.
grand thought.
Would have been...
This I think it's still, I know that it would be very difficult to get the full context in there, because that's kind of a mouthful trying to communicate that I wanted to try and, like, leave the map, and I found out that I couldn't. Like, that's too much to communicate just for a small joke. But I think it still works if I just say,
Would have been nice. Wouldn't it be nice if we...
yeah, if I still just say would have been nice without any context before that, I still think that that's better. So let's see.
Wouldn't it be nice if we...
Okay, let's see if we can just get this like a perfect tempo.
Wouldn't it be nice if we... It'd be nice if we could all
Okay, so here's a good way to do it if you're ever confused about it.
Wouldn't it be nice?
Cut the clip on like beat 1 or whatever.
Wouldn't it be nice if we could all
And then beat 1's like right there.
nice if we could all
And if you just solo this clip. And then there's where like beat 1 again would be, approximately. And so if we solo this clip and we just think about the same length of time. And then we know that this should essentially just be shrunk down to about here. And then if we listen, it should be somewhat close to what we want.
It'd be nice if we could all the
Still too fast. Closer. Perfect. Perfect. And you know, sometimes there are instances where we're singing something, but we're not at a consistent tempo at all. So there might be one point where you have to like make a cut here as soon as it starts getting out of sync, and then having a different speed of the backing track. Like, you know, make a cut here, like this is 100-something%, and then this is like 200-something%. There might be instances where you have to do that. Otherwise, I'm totally fine if you just say, hey, there should be a song here, and send me a link to the instrumental track, and then I can just put it in, and that's fine. Because it doesn't take much effort from me. And if you send me the track without the backing track, then it's easy for me to just add it in. Whereas if you send it to me with the backing track already in there and it doesn't work, then I have to either download the file again from YouTube and then do it again, or you know, download it from YouTube and then do it again, or ask you for the file without the music.
Wouldn't it be nice if we could all the
So that's like, yeah, that's like perfect right there. So that was just to show you how to do that, and it's totally fine if you don't. But in case, yeah.
So this is a game.
So I haven't watched anything past this part, so we'll see what this is like.
Game where if you're shooting at things, you can't run around at the same time.
Shoot!
Around at the same time.
I would say,
Run around at the same time.
Shoot!
yeah. See, that makes it flow so much better. There's no need. I mean, we don't get any more context from this here. There's already a cut. But the old man, you know, it's not like we can't tell there's an old man there that he's saying shoot to when we cut it like this.
At the same time.
Shoot!
Excuse me.
Shoot!
Sir?
Shoot him! Shoot him right now! Come on!
Ah! Oh fuck! Oh,
I'm a little. I like the cut there, but I'm a little confused at the joke. Is it just because we were saying things really fast?
Come on!
Ah! Oh fuck! Oh, I forget how to play. Kick! Ah! I forget everything. This sucks. I should go back. My health is fine.
This guy's gonna get you.
How do I reload? Doggy!
Shoot it!
No.
Again, just generally trimming things up here, like.
Kick! Ah! I forget everything. This sucks. I should go back. My health is fine.
This guy's gonna get you.
Yeah, like there's only
How do I
so
reload?
much that we need to show from this.
Sucks. I should go back. How do I reload?
Even you know, like if it doesn't work to include one part, then just like get rid of it.
Yeah,
So.
my belly feels great.
Yo Adam, I have updated the sidebars on ours and unkindness. And our Adum Plaze with the clickable IMG links.
Thank you very much.
Front, son. All
I appreciate it.
Doggy!
And again, like even regardless of where we end this clip, you start this clip with a good 2 seconds of footage that isn't needed, right?
I should go back. Doggy!
The 2 seconds don't make the audience more aware of the fact that there's a dog there because there's a dog there as soon as I say it, right?
I should go back. Doggy!
Shoot it!
No. He's my friend. I'm
He's
gonna
gonna
help
bite
out
ya.
this little boy.
Hope he bites you.
No. He's my friend. Can I...
Hope he bites you.
No.
Bites you.
I would say just,
My friend.
you know, when a clip goes on for too long and we're literally just saying the same thing we've already said, just get rid of it.
Bites you.
Can I
Some bad
outwit you
dudes.
with my knife is the question. Nope.
Nope. Asked and answered.
Fuck! Okay, I'm just gonna use my
Axe
gun.
beats knife.
No!
Gotcha. Dead
Okay,
boy.
Oh,
Axe beats knife.
Yeah, like there's too much dead silence here. So I would like you can interrupt. You can like cut to later in the same scene, right?
Knife.
No!
Gotcha.
Well, Yunky 101, if you want to watch the entire gameplay, you watch it on the Plays Through channel where the full streams are uploaded, right? The whole point of the Adum Plays channel is to have a condensed version. Otherwise, you know, like the footage is already there for people who want the whole thing unedited. So,
Fuck! Okay, I'm just gonna use my
Axe
gun.
beats knife.
No!
Gotcha.
see, that flows perfectly for me. There's nothing we benefit from having that dead
beats
space
knife.
there. It's just like it's not that entertaining to just watch me shoot the guy twice. And I understand you want this next clip there, and I want it there too, where I get, you know, where I get destroyed by the guy with the axe. But there's a way to show all of it in less time. You know, communicate the exact same thing, but take less time to communicate it without it being like unwatchable, you know?
Fuck! Okay, I'm just gonna use my
Axe
gun.
beats knife.
No!
Gotcha. Dead
Okay.
boy.
You know, you almost don't even notice that there's a cut there unless you're paying attention for it for some people.
Axe beats knife.
No!
Gotcha.
You know, it's like that works totally fine.
Yeah. Dead
Okay,
boy.
Oh, I haven't played this in so long. Please kill me. Please.
Again, exact same thing here.
This in so long.
No, absolutely no reason for there to be an entire second
I haven't
there.
played this in so long. Please kill me. Please
It would even shorten it a bit more.
play this in so long. Please kill me. Please kill me.
And then you can always do this tiny little thing in FCPX
No.
if you're worried about audio
I haven't
pops.
played this in so long. Please kill me. Please kill me. I'm gonna do this part again. Slowly learning. Ah!
Nope.
You moved. Fucking. Just kill me. I will.
See, this part is good.
Down goes Frazier.
Can I
That was
jump out
good.
here?
Whoa!
Those were all good edits.
Cool Binox dude.
See, that's fine. This space here, totally fine. Because it's like, we just had a bunch of quick cuts in a row, right? Quick cut, quick cut, quick cut. And then here's kind of like the breather moment. And it is really funny just watching, like, it's almost like an awkward humor kind of thing with his binoculars going on. So let's watch that all together.
Oh, I haven't played this in so long. Please kill me. Please kill me. I'm gonna do this part again. Slowly learning. Ah!
Nope.
You
Yeah.
moved.
All of the issues that I had from the first minute and a half of this, or however long it is, all of the issues I had non-existent in this part right here.
Fucking. Just kill me. I will.
Down goes Frazier.
Can I jump out here?
Whoa!
Yes, I can.
Cool Binox dude. Down goes Frazier.
And see, you know, plenty on a second watch
Can I jump out here?
Whoa!
Yes, I can.
that, you know, just isn't as funny on the second time that I would just get rid of. So I don't feel like I get much out of the whole "can I jump out here? Yes, I can" part. It's not really that funny. So
Down goes Frazier.
although you'll be able to make the cut better there because
Goes Frazier.
yeah, that extra frame. I mean, yeah, if you can do that on your end instead of me doing it.
Down goes Frazier. Cool Binox, dude.
Yeah. Even though it doesn't have to be like perfectly there, I would say even just on the second shot.
Cool. Down goes Frazier. Cool Binox, dude.
Yeah, I know. Now we can actually hear him say Frazier.
Down goes Frazier. Cool Binox, dude.
Hi. Oh.
I knew him.
Here's another spot where we get literally nothing out of the
Cool
silence.
Binox, dude.
So he says that. That's a good joke. There's no more context that we get by showing the full zoom. Like, we already know it's me looking through the binoculars here, right?
Dude.
Hi. Oh.
I knew.
That's a much better cut, you know? Just cut straight in there. It's, you know, there's nothing that we gain by showing like 5 seconds of silence and nothing happening before we get to the next part that's interesting.
Cool Binox, dude.
Hi. Oh.
I knew him.
That's good. I like that.
Hey.
Don't need to show me picking it up. It's already incredibly implied by the fact that we're seeing it on the screen that I had picked it up. So this 2 seconds here, not necessary at all.
Hey. Yes. Green herbs. Always take green herbs. That's what I've learned in my life.
I'm gonna say get rid of this joke because we make so many better jokes with the green herbs later. Like we call it like dank weed and shit. That this is not a great opener for that kind of joke. It's just meh.
Well, time to shoot a woman.
Look at this bitch.
Ah! Ah! You just ran in front of my bullet, other guy. Where did you come from?
So this would be a good opportunity to do kind of like a instant replay thing. So you take the clip and you slow-mo it. Get rid of the audio.
Ah! You just ran in front of my bullet, other guy. Where did you come from?
Maybe add like a funny sound effect or something, like Master Chief
You
death.
just ran in front of my bullet, other guy. Ah! You just ran in front of my bullet, other guy. Where did you come from? Other guy.
And that's enough right there, really.
There's something that like literally ran in front of me as I
Now
was
I'm
sitting
just
there.
now I'm just talking about the same thing that, you know, is already obvious.
Hey, who you were struggling with before.
Oh, he like got up, I guess. What the?
Got him.
Yeah. As it is right now, the
Little bit of evil.
this is
Dead
moving
elements in
along way too slowly for like a Plays series. We should probably be in the next area
there. Oh, I
already.
shot through her. Oh!
Because there's only so
Yeah,
much.
losing.
I don't want the entire video to just be like me shooting guys, right?
Health today, buddy. No!
There's only so much you can show of it before it just starts getting incredibly
Yeah,
stale.
Excuse me. Oops. Nope.
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 This one's kind of funny because I suck so bad.
In front of my bullet, other guy. Excuse me. Oops. Nope.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Nope. Yep.
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 Oh!
Ah!
Who has it? Who has it? I'm going in here for a second. Okay.
They'll never find me in here.
Have fun, son. All right.
Yeah, this is
Definitely
very.
running out of bullets.
So much of this is just unnecessary.
Ah!
Who has it? Who has it? I'm going.
Ah!
Like, we'll decide how we want to.
I'm going in here for a second.
I don't know if I want to keep all of that, but like all this is just completely
I have one
unnecessary.
bullet.
Oh, that guy got bored with you.
I'm out of bullets.
No bullets.
No more bullets.
You can throw money at them and herbs.
Come on, bullets.
Like this, so much of this has the pacing of like the
Time to go,
original
folks.
plays through video, and the whole point of editing it from the plays through video is so that it has a completely different pacing. right?
But yeah, that's all, folks.
The joke was not worth the edit. If something built up to it, then yeah, I appreciate the edit. It's a good visual, but it's not funny enough to justify it.
I think you're just murdering civilians in this game.
But they're bad people.
See, this is something different. To just get out of the constant shooting.
In front of my bullet, other guy. Excuse me. Oops. Nope.
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 Nope. Yep.
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 Oh!
Ah!
Who has it? Who has it? I'm going in here for a second. Okay.
I think you're just murdering civilians in this game.
That's all right. I can't decide if I want to keep the chainsaw part or not. I feel like we've...
Yep.
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 Oh!
Ah!
Who has it? Who has... Oh!
It might be better just to leave it at that.
Yep.
Oh!
I think you're just...
I'll leave it in for now. It's one of those things where you have to like decide later.
I think you're just murdering civilians in this game.
But they're bad people.
Maybe you're the bad person. Maybe
Dude.
that's the twist.
I think I gotta shoot all these blue things.
That's fine.
Weird
That
fucking
M. Night edit, that's pretty good.
special thing I gotta do. Yeah, one.
One.
Okay, there we go. There's 15 of them. Let me look in here.
Yeah,
Pretty cow.
I
Two.
can't
Hey,
imagine...
there's one. Clever girl.
The cleverest of girls.
We got one here.
Ooh, so close. Maybe if you didn't have Parkinson's disease, you could shoot it better.
Shut up! Fuck! Here.
Yeah, we can condense this.
Bad person. Maybe
Dude.
that's the twist.
I think I gotta shoot all these blue things. Some weird fucking.
The bad person. Maybe
Dude.
that's the twist.
I think I gotta shoot all these blue things. Some weird fucking.
It's the twist.
I think I gotta shoot all these blue things. Some. All these blue things. Here. These blue things. Here.
Sometimes you just gotta fool around with it until it
Weird
works.
fucking special thing I gotta do. Yeah, one.
One.
Okay. Special thing I gotta do. All these blue things. Special thing I gotta do. Yeah, one.
One.
Okay, there we go.
But yeah, we don't need to show all of them.
Shoot all these blue things.
It's just-
special thing I gotta do. Yeah, one.
One.
Okay, there we go. Here.
Like this one is somewhat noteworthy because I get made fun of, right?
Maybe if you didn't have Parkinson's disease, you could shoot it better.
Shut up! Fuck! Oh, come on!
See, they're more entertaining when it's...
What the fuck? All right.
First
okay.
try.
Yes. Okay.
Krav
See, that was a good one to end on. Yes, like first try, I just got made fun of. Showing all of them just...
Krav Maga
So
is
5
the new
here,
karate.
and I mean, there's 7
There's
here.
no
That's
reason.
not what I meant.
Well, that
to do
was
that.
counterproductive. Raise it up. Push the Josh Groban button.
Ah!
I'm undecided on that. The joke doesn't really do anything for me, but I could see it doing something for someone else, I guess.
That was counterproductive. Raise it up. Push the Josh Groban button.
Ah!
Ha.
Thank you.
See,
What a piece of shit.
this is the kind of game...
such
Me
horseshit.
too.
I saved.
Oh, come on. It was right there. You're dumber than a dog.
Watch me die. Watch me die. Watch me die.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, this is the kind of game
I saved.
that needs a bit more, like, snappy of a pacing to be able for the video to be, like, consumable. And yeah, you know, some people watch the full playthroughs, and that's fine, but, like... The
What
way,
fuck?
the rate at which this is going, it's like, this would be like a, I don't know, like a 20-part video when realistically it should be like a 6-part video, 7-part video.
so close. Maybe if you didn't have Parkinson's disease, you could shoot it better.
Shut up! Fuck! Oh, come on! What the fuck? Alright.
First try.
Yes. I saved...
Oh, come on. It was right there. You're dumber than a dog.
And then, same issue here. No reason to include 3 seconds of silence for no reason.
A
You know?
dog.
Watch me die.
Dumber than a dog.
Watch me die. Watch me die. Watch me die.
Jesus Christ.
I'll get you. I swear to fucking God. Oh, I almost had
Someone
you.
suggest throw your gun. Oh,
Oh!
good
That was
one.
good.
It just doesn't feel like anything's moving along. Is the biggest issue. Like it's supposed to be like a condensed,
I heard him. I blew him up right next to him.
a condensed version
done?
so that things can move
He's
along
done.
quickly.
You fucking
And it really
done?
just
You
does not
scared him
feel
off?
like
Are you
anything's moving
fucking
along here.
sorry?
You what?
You what, mate?
Yeah, you gotta abandon certain jokes, you know. They're not all worth it.
Jesus Christ.
Ah!
Jesus Christ.
Ah!
To show me walking beforehand makes
Shit,
sense.
boys.
Just for
All
like
right,
a
regroup.
second here.
Boys. All right, regroup. Full ammo. All right. Put it. Oh! Stop this madness!
Yeah. We can't just have a whole video of me shooting things.
Come on! Why didn't it detonate, you piece of shit? What the fuck? I'm complaining from my initial reaction of having lost health because I assumed
this isn't all that
this game
important.
was like literally
I know
every other
exactly
game
what I
I've
say here.
played. There should detonates, not
There's some rants that are like more ranty than funny that
until
are not worth they're not worth keeping in an edited video.
convenient for the main player to be hit by it. Look at how pretty this boy is. He shouldn't be in the Secret Service. He should be a model.
He should be a professional.
See, this is fine. It's a funny enough comment, and it goes into the next cutscene too.
Main player to be hit. Look at
So let's go through what we have so far. So this is a good 3 minutes of video. The file that you sent me initially was what? A good like 16 minutes. 15 minutes. This is already brought down to 11 minutes. And I haven't even gotten through I've gotten through about half of it. But I've gone through half of it, and I've already trimmed out like 4 minutes of shit.
Oh, this looks great on PS4 now. 60 FPS and everything.
Too many frames. My eyes can't handle it. My eyes are downgrading to 30 FPS.
Are you pissing?
Like
Show
you
it,
just
show
want
the
to
stream.
have
Show the stream,
the
coward.
best
the
jokes,
dick.
but things need to like move along, you know.
Knife.
You don't want to waste
All right.
people's time.
How do I run?
See, I don't even see any reason to have that knife part in there.
Knife.
Every time you go through it,
Right.
you know, cut something out.
How do I run? Dick. How do I run? Can I inch forward slightly more each time? Can I make it?
No.
Can I like leave the map by doing this? Wouldn't it be nice if we could all
And yeah, this I showed you how to do properly.
They did. That Brian Wilson was a talented weirdo.
Rapist. So this is a game where if you're shooting at things, you can't run around at the same time.
Shoot!
Excuse me.
Shoot!
Sir?
Shoot him!
Yeah, the pacing's
right now!
dramatically improved.
Come on!
Ah!
I still
Oh,
don't
fuck!
understand that
Oh,
joke.
I forget how to play!
I like the edit, but I don't understand the joke.
Kick! Ah, I forget everything! This sucks. I should go back. Doggy!
Shoot it!
This gets
No,
reincorporated,
my friend.
you know.
I'm
gonna
help
bite
out
ya.
this little boy.
Hope he bites you.
Can I
Some bad
outwit you with
dudes.
my knife? Is the question. Nope.
Nope. Asked and answered.
Fuck! Okay, I'm just gonna use my
Axe
gun.
beats knife.
No!
Gotcha. Dead
Okay,
boy.
Oh, I haven't played this in so long. Please kill me. Please kill me. I'm gonna do this part again. Slowly learning. Ah!
Nope.
You moved. Fucking.
See, you know, this is still
I will.
it's still a healthy, sizable compilation of me just getting fucked up and sucking at the game. But it's so much more watchable at this point, just with the pacing improved.
Down goes Frazier. Cool Binox dude.
Hi. Oh.
I knew him.
See, like, even this, still don't need that much of it.
Down goes Frazier. Cool Binox dude.
You know, just 1 second or whatever is fine.
Down goes Frazier. Cool Binox dude.
Hi. Oh.
I knew him.
Well, time to shoot a woman.
Look at this bitch.
Ah! Ah! You just ran in front of my bullet, other guy. Excuse me. Oops. Nope.
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 Nope. Yep.
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 Ah!
Ah!
Who has it? Who has it? I'm going in here for a second. Okay.
I think you're just murdering civilians in this game.
Nope.
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 Nope. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, this feels a little stagnant, so I'm sacrificing it.
Nope.
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 Nope. Yep.
Yep.
I think you're just murdering. Yep.
Yep.
Just it's weird how his voice is in there, so this one's a little trickier of a decision to make.
Nope.
Nope. Yep. I think.
That's fine.
Oops. Nope.
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 Nope. Yep. I think you're just murdering civilians in this game.
But they're bad people.
Mm.
You know what'd be cool here? What I would do here? I would add that like Mario coin sound effect that I put in my Walking Dead videos. That'd be a good idea when the gunshot actually hits. Just to be like, oh, you did it. Like, good job. You know, little subtle sound cue there.
Nope.
Nope. Yep. I think
Just
you're
there. Doesn't have to
murdering
happen every
civilians
shot,
in
I
this
guess.
game.
But they're
If it did happen every shot, that might be funny too. Who knows?
bad people.
Maybe you're the bad person. Maybe
Dude.
that's the twist.
I think I gotta shoot all these blue things. Special thing I gotta do. Yeah. One.
One.
Okay, there we go.
Ooh.
Here.
Ooh, so close.
If you did do
You
that,
have
definitely,
Parkinson's
I don't know.
disease, you could shoot it better.
I would say probably only that one spot.
Ah, fuck! Oh, come on!
It might be, you
What
know,
the-
when you get into like the machine gun stuff later, it'd be like such a difficult edit though, so.
Fuck! Alright.
First
okay.
try.
Yes. I saved.
Oh, come on. It was right there. You're dumber than a dog.
Watch me die, watch me die, watch me die.
Jesus Christ.
Ah! Shit, boys. Look at how pretty this boy is. He shouldn't be in the Secret Service. He should be a model.
He should be a professional pretty boy.
Something that might interest you.
Yes.
On me purple clothes.
If anybody's wondering, that poll that I made on Friday asking if I'm gay, and the responses were yeah and me a fuckboy, I was actually really drunk when I posted it.
See, that's good.
Let me,
Thanks for showing the
focus
tweet.
my attention on this running man! Faggot, wow.
You know,
Yeah.
in a lot of situations, I would say that this kind of close up helps, but the issue is that there's already so much attention drawn to the character
Focus my attention on this running
that
man!
the cut almost makes it more difficult to tell what's going on. I would say that's unnecessary right there. Like, it makes it more difficult to tell what just happened. Like, it's already very clear what the audience is supposed to look at in the frame. I would reserve those for either like comedic effect or if it's unclear what the audience is supposed to be looking at. Whereas this, it's so quick and it's right before it. You know, it's like maybe if the zoom in happened like back here or something and it wasn't like right before the explosion, then it would be you know, less jarring, but as it is right now, it's like it's very difficult. It makes it more difficult to tell what's going on, so I don't like it's either, you know, bring it back as in like start it sooner or get rid of it.
Running Man!
Yeah, it's like it's for like half a second and it just makes things more difficult to tell what's going on.
Faggot, wow.
Yeah, this is more nothing
Doesn't
here.
blow up unless I shoot him. Okay, well, that one worked out fine, I guess. Faggot, wow.
We don't need that.
It doesn't blow up unless I shoot
There's
him.
just so much
Okay, well, that
silence
one
and
worked
so
out
much
fine, I guess.
nothing.
The Running Man. I feel like that movie is due for a remake.
Is what?
The Running Man
What is it?
is,
So?
is due for a remake.
I
feel
thought you
like
said it's uber real.
no, I
had
did not
both
say
my
that.
headphones on.
That'd be a weird
I was like,
thing
this
to
is
say.
not accurate.
I like the poster edit, but it's just the joke isn't worth it. It's just something that should be on the cutting room floor. And this is something that should, like, the pacing of the video should already be like finalized before any edits are made, because otherwise you're just wasting time making those edits for jokes that, you know, shouldn't even be there.
I feel like they've remade everything else in
Uh-oh.
that realm, and they haven't done that one yet.
Uh-oh.
Like, we've already shown so
You
much.
can remake Total Recall with Colin Farrell. You can remake The Running Man with I don't know, the fucking,
I mean, studios
the
are gonna
fucking
do
Rock.
This is just like casual banter here. And I like the edits a lot. Like, they're nice, polished, swift edits, but they don't mean anything when the jokes aren't good independently of the edits for the majority of the time.
whatever the fuck they have to.
Because this is all just
They're gonna be like,
not something that
what
I
other
want in the
IPs
video
do we
as
have
it is.
again? Oh yeah.
Yeah. Can we get Richard Dawson?
Yeah, this is all.
We got Richard Dawkins.
Not Richard.
Yeah. I didn't think you were coming any closer, Mister.
I thought so. If they remake The Running Man, they will 100%. It'll totally be The Rock. Pretty much The Rock can remake any Schwarzenegger movie.
I'm upset with the trailer for the new Jumanji.
Because it's not Jumanji.
It's like, I didn't even think the original was that good as a, like, test of time film, especially.
Uh-huh.
But I'm still upset.
Yeah, the zoom ins are happening like quite often, aren't they?
Uh-huh.
Those are really incredibly unnecessary. It's literally the action is already dead center in the screen. It doesn't really add anything. It's just jarring.
Uh-huh.
But I'm still upset. You know?
I think
It's like I'm like offended for people that might like
that
the
are
film
that like
more
it
than
more.
I did.
Yeah. But I think it wasn't a Jumanji movie. And
That's the problem.
it was just a something else, and then they just called it Jumanji and slapped that premise on it.
Yeah, there's nothing happening here.
But
Sorry.
We're
you're
just
fine.
we're having like a casual like coffee conversation right now.
I don't think it was written as an actual like remake of Jumanji.
So,
Like there are gonna be parts in these videos where like it makes sense to just get rid of the entire scene, you know. You don't have to include something from like every single area if there's nothing worth including in the area.
A weird example, but sure. Actually, yeah. Like a movie written as something else, and then they just put the name on it. Why they put the name Troll 2 on it? Because Troll was such a popular movie.
more popular than
Goblin.
Goblin.
Nilbog.
Nilbog.
It's Goblin backwards.
Spell backwards. Quick, eat this ham. It's a ham sandwich. A double-decker bologna sandwich.
Let's see.
But
Sorry, you're
I
fine.
Don't think, I don't think it was written as an actual like remake of Jumanji.
So like Troll 2.
A weird example, but
Okay, here's what we can do with this. The clips of Troll 2 are like good enough that they can work, but like the pacing needs to be like dramatically
The
improved here.
trailer for the new Jumanji. I'm upset with the trailer for. I'm upset. Faggot, wow. I'm upset with the trailer for the new Jumanji.
Because it's not Jumanji.
And then we go straight into
Nope. Why they put the name Troll 2 on? Because Troll. Weird example.
Troll 2.
I don't think it was written as an actual. But
Sorry, you're
I
fine.
Don't. I don't. But
Sorry, you're
I
fine.
don't.
and then, you know, go right into this leads in to the Troll 2 conversation, right? I would also say get rid of the whoosh sound effects whenever you throw something in, because this isn't like a I don't know, like a Shane Dawson vlog, you know. I'm giving feedback to the editor, who I'm assuming they might still be watching. Otherwise, I'll send all this to them later. Okay, yeah, they had to piece. So I'm talking to them as though they were still here, but I'll just send them the entire clip later. So I'm still talking to them. They didn't have much time to watch.
Attention on this running man! Faggot, wow. I'm upset with the trailer.
I don't even know if this is worth
I'm
including.
actually really drunk when I posted it.
Like, this isn't even
Let me,
that special. I was so distracted by the edit there that I didn't even think of whether or not the clip should be there in the first place.
I'm upset. I'm upset with the trailer for the new Jumanji.
Because it's not Jumanji. But
Sorry, you're
I
fine.
don't. I don't think it was written as
See, that's-
actual, like remake of Jumanji.
So like Troll 2.
A weird example, but sure. Actually, yeah. Like a movie written as something else, and then they just put the name on it. Why they put the name Troll 2 on? Actually, a weird example, but sure. On it. Why they put the name Troll 2 on? Because, sure. Why they put the name Troll 2 on? Because Troll.
Yeah, they can watch this is all going to be on YouTube, and it's going to be in my, you know, I can highlight it on Twitch anyway, so.
Such a popular movie.
More popular than
Goblin.
Goblin.
Nilbog.
Nilbog!
Put the name Troll 2 on because Troll was such a popular movie.
More popular.
Movie.
More popular than.
See, even though that's like a little weird of an edit right there, because it's just there and back, still, just to help the pacing out, it's worth it.
But sure. Why they put the name Troll 2 on? Because Troll was such a popular movie.
More popular than
Goblin.
Goblin.
Nilbog.
Nilbog!
It's Goblin backwards.
Spell backwards! Quick, eat this ham!
Dog.
Nilbog!
It's Goblin backwards.
Spell
Goblin backwards. It's Goblin backwards.
Nilbog!
It's Goblin backwards.
Spell backwards! Quick, eat this ham!
Again, same thing. No need for space.
Backwards!
You can just go to quick eat this ham, you know? Oops. Shit.
Backwards! Quick, eat this ham! It's a ham sandwich! A double-decker ham! Eat this ham! It's a ham sandwich!
Obviously, you know, try to make it so that that extra frame isn't there, which you can just do either like that.
Ham! It's a ham!
Yeah, that's fine like that.
It's Goblin backwards.
Spell backwards! Quick, eat this ham! It's a ham sandwich! A double-decker bologna sandwich! Or whatever it was. Oh no! Ah! Ah! Fuck! Where did you come from? What the fuck? Where did you come from? What the fuck? You just a bologna sandwich or whatever it was. Sandwich or sandwich. whatever it was. Oh no! Ah! Ah! Fuck! Where did you come from? What the fuck? Where did you come from? What the fuck? You just did that through your friends. That's stupid. Come on.
There's only so much of just the same
Oh, no.
shit that we can show, you know. We need to get on to the next scene.
Story.
You know, there's like new areas and enemies, and sure, that means that like you have to go through more footage overall, and for some games you have to do that. There's other games where either it's not as repetitive or there's more space for keeping things slower pace, like any horror game that we're trying to like scare the audience at the same time, kind of, you know. If it's like a suspense kind of like walk around a house thing, then you're gonna want the pacing to be slower. But something like this, it just needs to move along to like the next shit, you know.
Where are you coming
None of this is
Spawning
necessary to
back
show.
I believe so. All right, I should just go. Apparently they're never ending, and I just wait. Oh, what? Oh, I need another piece. It's in this area somewhere, right? Shit.
Yeah. Doesn't really.
Thank you. All right, music's over. Everybody's dead.
All right.
Yeah, don't zoom every time I shoot.
Hoping
It's too
everything I
distracting.
need is right here. Otherwise, I'm just gonna have to look for a bit. But
All you need is love.
money helps. But oh, there we go.
Got it. I'm kind of surprised they haven't remade the Garbage Pail Kids movie.
I need is right here. Otherwise, I'm just gonna have to look for a bit. But
All you need is love.
It's kind of funny.
Cool.
I'm hoping everything I need. Bologna sandwich. I'm hoping everything I need is right here. Otherwise,
So like, there's no point showing that I went to the door and then I'm looking for something, because it's already heavily implied by the fact that I'm literally saying out loud that I'm looking for something, right?
bologna sandwich. I'm hoping everything I need is right here. Otherwise, I'm just gonna have to look for a bit. But
All you need is love.
money helps. But oh, there we go.
Got it. I'm kind of surprised they haven't remade the Garbage Pail Kids movie.
Ugh. This thing scared me, and I never even saw an episode.
Apparently the movie is like all-time bad.
It's
remake.
terrifying, and I've never seen it. They have awful character design.
Might be the best movie based on a series of trading cards.
There's too much dead air here.
Not Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh.
No, I'm going Garbage Pail.
They look so unappealing. Who would trade those?
They were subversive. They were like kids' older brothers had them and shit.
They're like, yo, man, doesn't this look fucking stupid? Hell yeah.
Yeah. It's
Ben,
gross.
you got your hockey cards? Well, I got some pieces of shit.
Okay, so some of this garbage pail stuff can work. It just needs to be trimmed down, right?
Got it. Movie. Remake. Kind of surprised.
Oh, there we go.
I'm kind of surprised they haven't remade the Garbage Pail Kids movie.
Ugh. This thing scared me, and Ugh. This thing scared me, and I never even saw an episode.
Apparently the movie. Going Garbage Pail.
Not.
Might be the best movie based on a might be the best movie based on a series of trading cards.
They look.
So here's what I'm doing. I'm moving the clip here, because then that, you know, for me to be reacting initially and saying, they scared me, it's important for the audience to have context and see the character design so that they understand what I'm reacting to. I don't know, Eric. We're in the trial phase here. This is the first thing they ever sent me, and we'll see if it can improve to the point where it's something I can, you know, use.
Kids movie.
Ugh. This thing scared me, and I never even saw an episode.
Might be the best movie based on a series of trading cards.
They look so unappealing. Who would trade those?
They were subversive. They were like kids' older brothers had them and shit.
They're like, yo, man, doesn't this look fucking stupid? Hell yeah.
Yeah. It's
Man,
gross.
you got your hockey cards? Well, I got some pieces of shit. Ah! Hi. Pieces of shit.
See, that's fine.
Hi. Blow you up. Why are you throwing?
But
How did that get? What?
Easy.
That was like behind. That was there. That was there, but because I wasn't crouched. Okay, kill me. Watch this. Yeah, do it again. Because I wasn't crouched, it's like
Huh.
Yeah, my
I'm
belly
only
feels
pants.
great.
Hey fam, have some bits, my dude. Your videos are great.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate
You're
it.
happy.
I don't know when my
Thank
last
you.
save point was, but I just felt so upset about that.
I think you have to start the game again.
Who here would have sex with Jar Jar Binks? I'm sure a few people.
Oh.
Hockey cards? Well, I got some pieces of shit. Who here would have pieces of shit? Who here would have sex with Jar Jar Binks? I'm sure a few people.
Only if it was non-consensual.
Again, dead space here, just nothing.
Only if it was non-consensual.
If that weird fan theory was true and he was actually
We don't need ums and uhs.
that weird fan theory was true.
If you can, if you can make it a nice edit like that, it's fine.
That weird fan theory. That weird fan theory.
This is a little.
A weird fan theory was.
See, that sounds more natural. And you know what? If you want, since you're going into an edit like that anyway, you can just. Here's what you can do. You can go. Like this. Edit the audio, but keep the gameplay the same.
If that weird fan theory was true and he was.
And by the time I break the barrel, I mean, with your overlay, it's already going to be showing this anyway, so it's not going to be too distracting that the barrel doesn't make a noise, right? But it's less jarring.
Only if it was non-consensual.
If that weird fan theory was true.
Yeah, and again, this can be trimmed up.
If that weird fan theory was true and he was actually a
But yeah, let's
fan theory was true and he was actually a super genius and not a retard and he was just pretending the whole time, then yes. Under the impression that he's the super genius and not the retard in bed. And that he's not like continuing the act of being, I'm retarded the entire time. Because that's the turn off for me is not like the physicality.
It's the retardation.
Exactly. It's under the impression that he's the super genius and not the retard. Pretending the whole time, then yes.
You can say the same thing in less time here.
Then yes. The physicality.
It's the
Oops.
Then yes. Turn off for me. The turn off. Then yes. The turn off for me is not like the physicality.
It's the retardation.
Exactly. It's the I'm literally a child. That's a little bit of a turn off for me.
It's the retardation.
Exactly.
Keeping things short to the point,
I'm literally a child. That's a little bit of a turn off for me. Not attracted to children, believe it or not.
You heard it here first. Now edit that up. I'm attracted to children.
I didn't even say the word I'm. But now someone doesn't even have to edit it out for you. You just said it.
I did have a gap though, so it'll sound a little bit weird.
They can edit out the gap.
Impossible. The technology doesn't exist.
Oh, what the? I was just pivoting. I was pivoting.
I could say something right now, but I won't.
This could work.
I'm literally a child. That's a little bit of a turnoff for me. Not attracted to children, believe it or not.
You heard it here first. Now edit that up. I'm attracted to children.
I didn't even say the word I'm. But now someone doesn't even have to edit it out for you. You just said it.
I did have a gap though, so it'll sound a little bit weird.
They can edit out the gap.
Impossible. The technology doesn't exist.
Skimming ahead. Oh, what the? I was just pivoting. I was pivoting.
I could.
The physicality.
It's the retardation.
Exactly. It's the I'm literally a child. That's a little bit of a turnoff for me. Not attracted. Exactly. Literally a child. Not attracted to children. Literally a child. Not attracted to children, believe it or not.
You heard it here first.
Not attracted to children, believe it or not.
You heard it here first.
Children, believe it or not.
You heard it here first.
Yeah, this one's debatable. Whether the knife is needed in there, I don't think it is. Like, it makes it slightly more jarring now. But
Children, believe it or not.
You heard it here first. Now edit that up. I'm attracted to children.
I didn't even say believe it or not.
You heard it here first. Edit that up.
yeah, we can actually just cut to even further.
Believe it or not.
Now edit that up. I'm attracted to children.
I didn't even say the word I'm. But now someone doesn't even have to edit it out for you. The word I'm. But now say the word I'm. Now someone doesn't even have to edit it out for you. You just said it.
I did have a gap though, so it'll sound a little bit weird.
They can edit out the gap.
Impossible. The technology doesn't exist.
Skimming ahead. Oh, what the? I was just.
All right, I like how quick the cut is here, like right into the reaction here, but just how I left that space in before I stepped on the previous bear trap, it would probably make sense just to have like a second here, just so people can see that I pivoted. Because right now I'm saying something, I say I literally just pivoted, but nobody can see it for themselves, and it makes it's very important to be able for the audience to understand and see what we're reacting to. Like, we shouldn't be reacting to something that the audience doesn't see, right? And right now, as it is right now, the edit here, they can't see what's being reacted to.
Doesn't exist.
Skimming ahead. Oh, what the? I was just pivoting. I was pivoting.
I could say something right now, but I won't.
You know, it's only 2, so it's still not.
I was
3
gonna
or
say.
4.
Well, the thing I was
It's
gonna
only
say,
2.
I was gonna. The thing I was
You'd
gonna
be
say.
wrong.
The thing
and
I
that's
was
why
gonna.
you didn't say it,
the
'cause you'd be
thing
wrong.
I was gonna say was I'm attracted to children.
Oh no, you're a pedophile.
That's kind of funny,
Sorry.
but
I was gonna say was I'm attracted to children.
the edit here, the Kevin Spacey thing, and the fact that the audio is going while the video is continuing, it makes it less obvious that you're doing a callback to this part.
I'm attracted to children.
And it would be funnier if, let's say,
Attracted to.
like, I can see what you were trying to do here.
The
You'd be
thing
wrong.
I was gonna say was I'm attracted to I'm attracted to children.
Oops.
I'm attracted to children.
I don't even know. This joke might not even be worth it. It doesn't really,
I'm attracted to children.
I appreciate it. It's kind of
You're
funny.
a pedophile. Sorry.
Got me again.
Sorry.
Did he actually say that? No, you're using the old clip, right?
I'm attracted to children.
Yeah, it's the same.
I'm attracted to children.
It's the exact same, isn't it? Unless he said it the same way.
Wrong,
thing
and
I
that's
was
why you
gonna-
didn't say it,
the
'cause you'd be
thing
wrong.
What I'm a little bit confused about here,
Right now, but I won't.
You know, it's only 2, so it's still not.
I was
3
gonna
or 4.
say. Well, the thing I was
It's
gonna
only
say.
2.
I was gonna. The thing I was
You'd
gonna
be
say.
wrong,
The thing
and
I don't know what we're talking about when I say it's only 2, so it's still not 3 or 4. I don't even know what we're talking about there. So if there's something that we're referencing, like if I made a bet, like I only stepped on something twice, or it has to do with I don't even know what we're talking about. So if there's something that gave that kind of context earlier that got cut out, then perhaps just adding a short clip of that wherever it was chronologically, just so we understand what I'm talking about, that might help out a lot.
I'm attracted to children.
I didn't even say the word I'm. Now someone doesn't even have to edit it out for you. You just said it.
I did have a gap, though, so it'll sound a little bit weird.
They can edit out the gap.
Impossible! The technology doesn't exist!
Skimming ahead. Oh, what the? I was just pivoting! I was pivoting!
I could say something right now, but I won't.
See, it's also funny if we just leave it there.
I'm attracted to
Oh no! You're a pedophile. Sorry.
Got me again.
Sorry.
I almost remember in the playthrough that he said it, like, as a joke, too. I almost remember it that way, where... I think that we might be in part 2, though. I might have to download part 2 for this. Yeah, part 1 doesn't go all the way that far. Let's see if we can find it on YouTube real quick.
Two!
I've played Resident Evil for, I don't know what they are beyond that, but...
Raccoon City, on my first day in the force.
That is the incident with the viral outbreak, right?
Yeah.
I think I might have seen a sample of the virus in a lab at the department.
White Day comes out August 22nd.
Weird.
Coming back here. I'm 26 years old and it's still scary. You know? The rotation.
Yeah.
You become.
Probably like
remember?
10 years old. But whenever that came out on VHS, and so we're like,
Embarrassing.
man, I don't have a.
Where is it?
Like,
Have you seen overall? Like,
Did I miss it?
expectation.
I have a scope.
For Dexter.
Okay,
That's another.
yeah, it's definitely in part 2.
Boy, I was actually really drunk when I posted it. Oldest value find. No,
Can't.
All the okay. Oops. Uh-oh. Like, test of time film? Oh no!
Birdemic of Adam.
Just trying to figure out where this is so I can understand what happened here.
It wasn't crouched? Okay, kill me.
It's after
I'm-
this. Oh, here we are.
Not your damage. Perfect.
You got. You know
You're
what?
wrong.
You got me there, friend.
I don't really want it.
You should go walk into 3 or 4 of those bear traps.
Oh, see, there's the context right there. Is him saying you should go walk into 3 or 4 of those bear traps. And so, like, to include the part where we're doing a callback to that and not include what we're calling back to just doesn't make any sense.
So it'll sound a little bit weird.
They can edit out the gap.
Impossible.
It's only 2, so it's still not
I was
3
gonna
or
say.
4.
Well, the thing.
See, like, you know, and if you cut it out at first because it's like, that's boring or whatever, you know, you should still bring it, you know, look for it and bring it back and just put it where it was supposed to be. So it was supposed to be where? Like right around here. You should walk into 3 or 4 of those bear traps. Like right here, I think, was where it should have been. Was in, you know, in the same spot where I was complaining about the grenades. It was right around there. And I know I cut that out, but you can still include, hey, you should run into three or four of those bear traps, you know, because that gives context to the joke later, right?
Well,
And so I
now
want to
you
see
said
what the
it, I
full.
really want it. I'm not your friend.
Okay.
Alright. I'm not your friend.
You should go walk into 3 or 4 of those bear traps.
Let's just see.
Well, now you said it, I don't really want it. Oh, there's one right there. Oh, what
Ah! Ask and you shall.
And it's oh man. I'm sorry if it feels like I'm like shitting on your work, but this is a big one here because it's like there's so much comedic value to the fact that he said it, and then within like 2 seconds, then I, step onto one. So to cut that out is like a big no-no because that's the whole joke is right. Like it's infinitely less funny that I just stepped on a bear trap than it would be that he said, "Hey, you should step on a bear trap," and then I accidentally did.
You should go walk into
You know?
3 or 4 of those bear
This would be a clip that I would say you could play seamlessly, even if there's like little bits of silence in there, because of just how funny it was that I did it right after he said it, And if you made those, if you made those cuts that I was talking about earlier to like, tighten things up, then that might actually be a negative here because it might not be as clear that it literally happened in real time within a few seconds.
Well, now you said it, I don't really want it. Oh, there's one right there. Oh, what
Ah!
See, that's like perfect in terms of an acceptable length where showing the whole thing is justified and it doesn't really slow things down at all. So I'm really confused about the edit there.
Ask and you shall receive.
It's not 3 or 4.
And even there, like just that part, that should have been left in.
You know
You're
what?
wrong.
You got me there, friend.
So I don't know why it jumped.
I'm not your
Wait.
friend.
Okay.
Even this part, I'm not your friend. Like that's funny.
Stream takes a sad turn.
Alright. There we go. It's not like they all have money, they all have chests of gold.
I just want to
I knew a girl like that.
get more context for the other joke.
Oh no! You're a pedophile, sorry.
Got me again.
Sorry. Oh no!
That didn't take long.
Hey, what's this?
Was that from later? Here we are.
Oh no! You're
No,
a pedophile, sorry.
I'm so confused. Give me 1 second while I watch through the rest of this.
I was pivoting!
I did have a possible. The
I
technology
didn't
doesn't
even
exist.
skimming ahead. Ah, what the? I was just pivoting! I was pivoting!
I could say something right now, but I won't.
You know, it's only 2, so it's still not.
So that would have been the second one. So I understand. Just that first one, there's so much value in it that I'm.
Got me again.
Sorry. More like you got you again.
So I do this again.
Look, you can't judge someone by what they did or didn't do in 1990. Or
Okay, to my. You know, it's only 2, so it's still not.
I was
3
gonna
or 4.
say.
So here's the other one.
Okay, to my right, outside there. I'm assuming I had. Oh, what the? I was just.
And yeah. Here's. I mean, it's starting the clip at like to my right, blah blah blah. Makes so much more sense than when it got started in the edit that you sent me, because you can see that I'm pivoting, right? And so, man, showing that first one would have added so much, and it's. I don't understand why it wasn't shown.
Pivoting!
because that's like one of the highlights.
I could say something
Because
right
it's
now,
like
but I
it's
won't.
literally right after he told me to. Like that's like that's literally what would be considered one of the best moments of the playthrough, and it's not in the video.
You know, it's only 2, so it's still not
I was
3
gonna
or
say.
4.
Well, the thing I was
It's
gonna
only
say,
2.
I was gonna. The thing I was
You'd
gonna
be
say.
wrong,
The thing
and
I
that's
was
why
gonna.
you didn't say it,
the
'cause you'd be
thing
wrong.
I was gonna say was one more, baby.
That's not what I wanted to do. Oh, there's apparently something special.
And so, yeah, the Kevin Spacey thing, him saying "one more, baby" would be even funnier. You know, I appreciate the heart of the callback to like, haha, I made the edit to make it seem like he said that, but it just didn't work. And what he did say, with all the proper context that was not included in the video, but if the proper context is there, especially what he did say is a lot funnier.
Oh no, you're a pedophile. Sorry.
And then this part,
Got me again.
Sorry.
oh no, you're a pedophile, sorry. Like that's taken from before this was even shown, and it's like completely out of order. Which makes it more confusing because it sounds like I'm reacting to something that he said that was pedophilic at that moment when I didn't.
Oh, you're a pedophile. Sorry.
Got me again.
Sorry. What's down here? That's a good fish. It's not the Half-Life fish.
I was gonna say. I hope the mean fish from Half-Life comes against you.
So scary.
So
See, that's all
scary.
good.
What-
This is all fine.
Pedophile. Sorry. What's down here? That's a good fish. It's not the Half-Life fish.
I was gonna say. I hope the mean fish from Half-Life comes against you.
So scary.
So scary.
The noise it makes is like, if it were more realistic, it would be less scary.
Yeah.
It's the fact that it's like does not
It's so
exist
it's
in this
so
realm.
unnatural.
Oh yeah, and a fish making noise like that in the first place, like
No good.
even the deadliest animals in the ocean don't make noise.
Don't make it sound that
underwater.
scary.
Yeah,
Jesus.
so terrifying.
This is another case of just, hey, you can communicate the exact same thing in less
The
time.
noise it makes is like, if it were more realistic, it would be less.
Half-Life comes against you.
So scary.
So scary.
The noise it makes is like, if it were more realistic, it would be.
We don't need just that little.
Is like, if it were more realistic, it would be less scary.
Yeah.
It's the fact that it's like it would be less scary.
And then we can cut right to this.
It's like it would be less scary.
Jesus.
So terrifying.
So there's some good stuff here. But at the end of the day, I trimmed it down by well over half. Like over half of the video was not necessary to show and just didn't, it was poorly paced in general. So if you can learn from this and, I mean, the difficult thing when it comes down to it is that anybody can learn how to do the kind of flashy edits. Anybody can learn how to like show an image on the screen. Anybody can learn how to like insert a clip or like have something pan up in the editing software and like move around, But when it comes down to the pacing, like that's more you have to have a feel for it, and I guess that it's something that you can develop over time, and it is something that you can learn. But not everybody has a good feeling for it. Not everybody can do it. And so I guess if you watch this whole like hour and a half thing that I'm going to send to you, try to, edit down the video in a way that would be like what I just did. I mean, like in a lot of these cases, I could just, you could just continue on from here and say like, okay, I'm gonna give you another, 7 minutes of footage or something. But there's things within this already, like the instrumental that I would need removed. There's all those like unnecessary cut zooms whenever someone shoots that I would want removed. There's those whoosh sound effects whenever an image shows up in screen that I would want removed. So it might as well just be re-edited because I would need a lot of the original footage anyway. And so, yeah, send me another thing if you have the time tomorrow. I guess I'll talk with you in Twitter DMs. But yeah, the absolute biggest thing that needs to be worked on right now is like the pacing and understanding what to keep and what to cut. Because if that's not done properly, then there's no video. And like that's literally the biggest thing. The most important factor, period. The edits don't matter if you have a well-paced, entertaining video with all the best jokes. You can have a video like that with like zero flair, zero other clips being put in there, and it would still be a great video. But no matter how many fancy edits you put in, if it's not well-paced, it's not a good video. And so that needs to be improved. That needs to be worked on. So I'm going to make a break in the recording here and upload this to YouTube, and this will be my part 3 for the Adum Plaze editing tutorial playlist. I already have 2 other videos in there, and I feel like this one got a better example of like, I guess, pacing than the other 2. So
I'm kind of surprised they haven't remade.
Like, there's some good stuff in here too. Like, don't get me wrong, there's some good stuff in here, but as it is right now, this is a 6-minute video, and I could even watch through this one more time, and it could wind up being 5 minutes 44 seconds. I could cut something else out, even. I might, because you only want to keep the best, and you want to just keep going through it until there's nothing unnecessary left. The video that you sent me, there was over half of it was just completely not important or interesting, unfortunately. So don't take it too hard. I'm a very frank, very direct person. I don't like play around with my words, obviously. I say what I mean, and this is what needs to be improved. So I will talk to you later. And anybody else watching, in case I'm sending this to somebody else as like a tutorial, I hope you enjoyed this little Adum Plaze video tutorial part 3 and got a good understanding of what I'm looking for. Thank you. Bye-bye.